we are done for the day. Made a lot of accomplishments. We won't see the fruits of this labor, really, until all this harvesting comes in. Unfortunately. You can see the retaining soil here. I don't have to water those. A couple of them that got the retaining soil thing to proc for them. Looking forward to being able to find some iron, because with that I can make sprinklers. And then if I lay out my crops correctly, I won't really have to water them really at all. I mean, the basic sprinkler isn't that great, but it's at least a start. So yeah, Harvest Moon 64, I played a whole heck of a lot of that one. Although the first Harvest Moon I played was the Game Boy one for the original Game Boy. That was pretty good. Spent a lot of time in the car on that one, you know, with my parents. I was not driving, I promise. So basically, we've got a row of corn, a row of tomatoes. These are peppers and blueberries. So these two rows here are all going to be crops that keep giving us produce over and over and over again. Now the things like the radish and the wheat will not. So once those are done, we'll need to buy more seeds if we want to keep growing them. I even, when I was in middle school, I think, started on a little novel called The Hero from the Harvest, and it was kind of inspired by Harvest Moon 64 a bit. As well as The Hobbit. It was basically the plot of The Hobbit with characters from Harvest Moon 64. Which is pretty nerdy, but whatever. Alright. I'm going to throw that in the shipping box. And I was going to place these torches at the end of the rows. I'm going to put this one here, actually. That should give me a pretty good centralized lighting pattern. Okay, so we only have 4 gold. And yeah, we're going to need to do something about that. I've got a field snack. I've got some stuff stored here. I'm going to take this tulip and see if I can find somebody to give it to. And that's a pretty nice one. That's like a high quality dandelion. I'm not sure what constitutes a high quality dandelion, but that's what it is. So hopefully someone will appreciate that. I'm going to just run through town, see who I can find that needs a gift. And then I think well, I don't have a whole lot of energy, but maybe we'll go to the mines just to see if we can get a little bit of something. There's Haley. We have given her 2 gifts already. You couldn't figure out how to leave the house. Another Wonderful Life. Which one was that? Was that... I know that was... was that the one where one was with a guy and one was with a girl? the mayor. Should probably kiss up to the mayor. Maybe he'll like this high quality dandelion. No, don't eat it. That's very nice of you. Wonder if it's anyone's birthday today. I'd better check the calendar. Well, that's a good idea. Oh, we missed Jass's birthday. And we've got a tulip. Who wants a tulip? Probably not him. And I don't know that she wants one either. She doesn't seem to me to be the flower type. Well, I won't waste much time here. Well, let's go to the mines just to see if we can find anything. And we should run into some forage as well, hopefully. Aha, sweet pea. That's useful. Oh yeah, I'm going to turn in my red snapper. Just so I don't sell it inadvertently. Yeah, a really weird thing was I picked up Back to Nature, Harvest Moon Back to Nature, to play on the Vita. And that one is essentially the same people as Harvest Moon 64, but they're all like completely shuffled around, and they have the different roles in the society. It was very strange to like have the seed store girl be like the one at the winery or whatever. I don't remember precisely, but it was strange. I don't know why they did that. Why they didn't just make everything the same for both of them. Apparently there's a hint, like your grandfather's grave. Obviously you inherit your grandfather's farm. There's a hint on the grandfather's grave that he will apparently come back on the 3rd year. So I think that the 3rd year is basically the sort of kind of the end, but I imagine you can keep playing. Just my hunch. Yes, it's Chrono Trigger and Harvest Moon combined. I love that he included this hairstyle, the developer. Alright, we need to eat. Luckily I found some grapes. I would like to sell them, but if we need to eat them, we will. Aha. There's also some sort of story with the corporation trying to move in and take over the town. You know, big soulless corporation. Ooh, did I bring a torch? No. Alright. You know, there is some sort of thing where I have to unlock the sewer where it looks like toxic waste is flowing out, so I suspect I will catch them in the act of doing something despicable. Yes, my newly upgraded axe can chop off the head of the Joja Corporation. I've never seen this enemy. I'm not sure how it's going to react. That does not seem to be all that scary. Whoa! You can go to the store actually, and I think it's open a lot more frequently than the small town guy. But I did that once and then I felt horrible about myself. I've not gone back. Oh, we found a crab. I actually need that. Yeah, if the sewer is filled with ginormous rats, I bet that's what's happening with the nuclear waste. Alright, I'm about out of energy. I think we're going to have to leave. But I'm just going to do a scan through here to make sure that... Oh, look. Okay, I have to mine this thing. I think we can do that. Ooh, amethyst. Uh-oh. Yes, there are a lot of different resources in this game, and I don't know what they all do yet. You know, it's kind of Harvest Moon is a main influence, but there's a lot of sort of Terraria sort of things in here, Minecraft. Yeah, in fact, the levels, each level seems to be the same basic layout, like the cave and stuff, but what's inside of it is randomized. So there are random monsters and random ores that are in there every time you go back. Hey, it's Maru. Would you like a tulip? It's hard to really grasp the scale of the universe. Ain't that the truth? My playback stream is frozen, but we don't appear to have dropped some frames, so I think we're okay. Whoa. Whoa. No, it's way up there. I think that's just a shadow. Okay, let's go in here and drop off this crab. It's another thing we need for the community center. One more thing we need from here. So we'll need to check the ocean, because a lot of times this stuff will just wash up. Yeah, unfortunately right now I just don't have enough food to really do a deep dive into the mine, because you run out of energy pretty quick. Would you like this tulip? That is how this guy would be. Oh, wait. I think I can... Oh, no. That was a mistake. Oh, no. Now I'm going to have like half energy tomorrow. Hope it rains. I don't have to water the crops. Of course, we're on like day 6. We may have a harvest tomorrow of something. I think maybe the peppers will be done. So right now we don't have any money, but yeah, speed run's over. It would be interesting to speed run